Okay, so let's get started. So what does the syllabus talks about for the trigonometry that students should know? Students should have 6.8, 6.1 talks about that students should know and use Pythagoras theorem that we have already done applications in the previous one and we'll do more as well in the past paper questions. Then students should also know about right angle triangles, how to apply the sign they should know and use. No means के knowledge honi chahiye when we can apply right angle triangles. So how can we get the values of SOHCAHTOA? This first bullet point means SOHCAHTOA, which we were already doing, and we'll practice more questions on that. Basic knowledge is already there, and couple of questions were there. Students should know that how they should use sine, cos, and tan ratios for the acute angles in calculation involving the sides. So, only, as I mentioned, only two things we have to find always, students. That is basically angles and the measurements of the angles as well. Students should also know that angles are always to be angles. We have to always deal in degrees, and answers should be written in degrees with decimals correct to one decimal place. So you have to give the answer to one decimal place in the degrees. Okay. The next important point is that you should be able to solve problems in two dimensions using Pythagoras theorem and trigonometry. And then this is couple of more, point 3 and 4 that we haven't done. We will be doing it shortly as well. Then you should know about 6.3 talks about non-right angle triangles. Use the formula area of the triangle half AB sine C, and how you will apply sine rule and the cosine rule to involve measurements, finding the lengths and the angles as well. Okay. Is everyone getting it following? And then we have 6.4 that how you 100% important topic, how to do Pythagoras theorem and trigonometry for the 3D ratios. Okay, you have to do Pythagoras and trigonometry for the 3D ratios. Okay, so let's continue from where we left off. Sine rule. Let's start with sine rule revision. We already talked about example number 4 and 5. That is how to find out the value of x, which is measurements. How to find out measurements using sine rule. Let's try to get the let's try to get the angles in the sine rule as well. Okay, how do you find out the angle in a sine rule? So let's talk about one question. Let's start from recalling sine rule. Okay, so you have to work out the size of the angle ABC. Okay, we have to work out the size of angle BAC, which is angle BAC will means, okay, sir, we have to get the angle of this one, which is angle BAC. What students need to understand that this is not a right angle triangle, and we will have to apply the sine rule here to get the angle, giving the answer to three significant figures. We have to give the answer to three significant figures. So it will be, let's call it theta, or let's call it x angle. Okay, so it should be, sir, sine x divided by 20 centimeter is equals to sine 43. In front of the angle should be the opposite side, sine 43 degrees divided by 14 meters. Okay, so it will be, you have to multiply, cross multiply. As I said, calculation matters most. Try to make sure use less calculator, and we'll only use the calculator towards the end. So it will be, sir, 14 sine x is equals to 20 sine 43, which will be sine x is equals to 20 sine 43 divided by 14. Okay, so that will be the case here. Sine x is equals to 20 sine 43 divided by 14. And then we got x will be equals to sine inverse of 20 sine 43 divided by 14. So x will be equals to sine inverse of 20 sine 43. Make sure the calculator is in degrees mode. Okay, so this is our sine inverse of 20 20 sine 43 divided by 14, and that will be the answer coming 76.97793. So you can round off to three significant figures. So it will be 877.0. Once we round off to three significant figures, it should be 77.0. Is everyone getting it? Following students clear? People got it? Understood? 77.0 should be the angle for this one. People got it? Any questions, any concerns? Anyone, please let me know. Any doubts, students? Is everyone clear? Got it? People following clear on this? Okay. That is sine rule done. Okay. What thing you didn't get? Let me know. I'll repeat it. Which thing you didn't get? We just have applied the sine rule because it's a non-right angle triangle. We have already practiced how to find the measurements in the last one. We are just trying to get the, we are just trying to find the angle now, which is angle BAC. And in that, we have applied the sine rule in front of the angle. You take that side, whatever the side in front of the angle is, whatever the side in front of the angle, I took that and get just cross multiply, got the answer. Okay. Coming back down, it will be the next concept, which was concept number 6. That is what is the formula of the cosine rule, and we have to judge when to apply the cosine rule and the sine rule. So I already mentioned that when we apply the sine rule is basically we apply sine rule when we have one angle and the same measurement. The angle and the in front of the measurement is available. We will apply the sine rule. Cosine rule is applied when we have to find angle. All three measurements are available and we have to find one angle. So let's make it. Just hold on. 1 minute break for the azan and then we. Okay, ji, let's continue. So what we have in the cosine rule will be, okay, let's say okay, this is we have to find the all the measurements are available. Let's call it A, B, and C. And if you have to find this angle, which is let's say call it X. So if all three measurements are available, you can apply the cosine rule, which stands for, okay, so we have cos X angle is equals to the adjacent sides are added and the opposite side is subtracted. So that will be, this is the formula 2 times of A times of B based on the diagram figure. Okay. Okay, what we need to understand, how do we apply the cosine rule? The cosine rule is basically we have to find the angle set. In order to find the angle, it is basically in order to if all three measurements are available, the tip will be okay, all three measurements are available. You can apply the cosine rule. All three measurements available, and you have to find any angle. So cosine rule can be applied. If all three measurements were available, A, B, C, and you have to find the angle, you can apply the cosine rule. Is everyone getting it? Cos x a square plus b square minus c square. And the in front of the angle, also you can find angle as well. Find angle using the, find measurement using the angle available. For example, if x was available and you have to find the c in front of that angle, if you have to find that measurement, you can do that as well from the cosine rule. That's what the application of cosine rule is, how to apply with the non-right angle triangle. Find measurement using the opposite angle in front of whatever the, using the opposite angle, you can also find measurement as well. Let's apply with a question technique how to apply cosine rule as well. Let's apply for this one. First, let's find out the angle, or let's do this one. So we can revise Pythagoras theorem as well. So we have to get the value of x. Okay. As you can see, students, we have to नहीं पहले एक basic वाला कर लेते. Let's do this one. We have to work out the value of the angle x first. Okay. So work out the value of angle x. Give your answer to one decimal place, and we have to basically get work out the value of angle x. Three measurements are available. Three measurements are available. Just have to apply the angle. So it will be, sir, okay, we have to, the formula is there, cos x is equals to the adjacent sides will be added. So 21 square plus 13 square will be added. And whatever the side in front of the angle is subtracted. So that will be the case. 2 times of 21 times of 13. We have to do this to get the answers. Okay, so it will be cos x is equals to 21 square plus 13 square minus the. Okay, ji. Let's continue. So it will be cos x is equals to 21 square plus 13 square minus 24 square divided by 2 times of 21 times of 13. So just have to solve this and we'll get the cos x angle. Okay. 21 square plus 13 square minus 24. So whatever the value comes for the calculator, please make sure you have to take the opposite ones. Okay, the minus जो होगा ना वो एंगल के सामने वाली साइड होती है. Is everyone getting it? माइनस जो होता है वो एंगल के इन फ्रंट ऑफ दी साइड्स होती है. So it will be, this is coming as 0 point, whatever the answer comes as 0.06227110. So I'll do it. It will be x is equals to cos inverse of 0.062710, and that will result in x will be equals to, it will result in x is equals to cos inverse of 0.062710. The answer comes out as 86.40 to one decimal place. That will be the answer, 86.4. Is everyone understood? Got it, people? Clear? Following? Say it. Is everyone clear on that? Any questions, students? Let me know. People got it, understood, clear on that. So that is the concept, which is concept number, this is concept number 6 of the cosine rule. Okay, concept number 6 of the cosine rule. Okay, how to apply the cosine rule when we have to find the angle. Is everyone clear? Following up, for example, next question है, okay, they have again given the three measurements, but they are telling which angle you have to find. So angle BAC, if you have to find, angle BAC is this angle, right? So please make sure, जैसे लास्ट टाइम एक्सरसाइज की थी ताकि कॉन्सेप्ट 100% क्लियर हो, तो वापस कर लेते हैं. We are not going to solve this. If you have to find this angle, students, which sides will be added together? So the adjacent sides will be added together. So follow the highlighter. 5.2, 7.3 will be added together. 5.2 square plus 7.3 square. And the side in front of them will always be subtracted. Is it clear? Can I get response? the side in front of the side will always be subtracted, the adjacent sides are added. So if student number Y have to find, if some student have to find angle B, if someone have to find angle B, the adjacent sides will be 5.2 and 6.9. So 5.2 square plus 6.9 square will be added and minus will be 7.3 square. Is everyone getting it? And if someone have to find angle number C, the concept will be 6.9 square plus 7.3 square to be added and a different highlighter that this one 5.2 square will have to be subtracted. Is everyone getting the concept कि कौन सी sides को add करना है और कौन सी side को minus करना? This is there is no point if you just have sitting on a laptop screen for the next 1 hour and just following and not responding anything, not unmuting and discussing. There is no point of the lecture. Just watch the recording. There is no point if nobody responds. Still nobody is responding. That's great. Did you guys get it understood? Ke the adjacent sides needed to be added and the opposite side always have to be subtracted. Is everyone clear on that? ठीक है जी. So that is what is important. So okay, this is फिर एक question let's do about it. क्या we have to find measurement. The angle is given. So two possibilities are there. When a lot of students are confused कि when to apply the sine rule and cosine rule. When to apply the sine rule and the cosine rule. What students need to understand is basically कि one point can be to find out the angle. Okay, one concept or one working can be to find out the angle. The other is this concept that it can also be used to find a measurement, but which measurement we can find is always the opposite side measurement. कि जब आप तभी कोसाइन रूल अप्लाई करेंगे व्हेन यू हैव द एंगल एंड द एडजेसेंट साइड्स आर अवेलेबल. ये इसकी हिंट है और ये इसकी टिप भी है कि अक्सर वरना साइन रूल अप्लाई करेंगे. साइन रूल की लॉजिक यही है कि अगर एक एंगल और एक मेजरमेंट अवेलेबल है सामने वाली, so you, if the opposite measurement and that angle is available, apply sine rule. Otherwise, apply cosine rule. Okay, we have to get this angle, but before that, we have to find this common blue line. And for this, since this triangle is not a right angle triangle, we have to apply cosine rule here. Or uske baad we have to apply the SOHCAHTOA Pythagoras theorem or SOHCAHTOA type of things here for this right angle triangle. Is everyone getting it? Following people? So how do you do it? It's the same thing. When adjacent sides are available and the angle is available, so it will be the cosine rule that we have to apply. So cos 40 degrees is equals to the 10 square plus 13 square. Let's call it y because x तो यहाँ पर है तो y क्या लेते हैं minus the y square divided by 2 times of 10 times of 13. Sorry, denominator we didn't focus much. So denominator is always the adjacent sides. Let me also clarify if we didn't focus much on that. Denominator is always the adjacent sides, a and b value. Denominator are always the adjacent sides, a and b. इस question भी same किया था. 21 and 13 would have been the denominator. That is the basically the adjacent sides. People got it clear? Understood, students? Is everyone getting it? Following? ठीक है? So we just have to apply 2 times of 10 times of 13. So that will be 2 times of 10 times of 13 is what? 2 times of 10 is 20 and 20 times of 13 will be 26. Make sure working you should follow a lot of students just directly put everything in the calculator and the later answer is not accurate. ठीक है जी. नहीं यहाँ पर Pythagoras theorem use नहीं हो सकता because ये non right angle triangle है. ठीक है. We can't use Pythagoras theorem because it's a non right angle triangle. We can't use Pythagoras theorem because it's a non right angle triangle. तो इस वाले पार्ट में नहीं यूज कर सकते. ठीक है. 2 times of 10 times of 13 we got 260 cos 40 and then here you got 10 square plus 13 square को add कर लिया. That will be 269 minus the y square. Is everyone getting it? 269 minus the y square we have got. Is everyone following? So that will be कि y square is equals to 269 minus 26 cos 40 degrees. Okay. तो y square को left hand side पे ले आया. I brought the y square to the left hand side and 269 minus cos 26 times of cos 40. I brought it on the left right hand side. Just solve this. अब आप इसको कैलकुलेटर में कर लें. Yes, everyone can hear me. Sorry. So it will be 260, 13. Yeah, 260 cos. वो मैंने it's a calculation error, right? ठीक है. It will be 269 minus 260. I brought 26 cos 40 to the right hand side and 2y square taken to the other side. Just put the square root on both sides. Do it in one time in the calculator. Put the square root on both sides so that the square can cancel out. So I'll put the square root on both sides to get the value of y. ठीक है, please have a look. Let me know if there's any question. 269 minus 260 times of cos 40 degrees. That will be y is equals to square root and square. So y is equals to square root of 269 minus 260 cos 40 degrees. That will be basically 8.356 I am getting. So which will result in one decimal place. You can round it off. It will be y is equals to 8.4 centimeter. Is everyone getting it understood? Clear? People got it? Falling? Any questions? Anyone? So we got the y value as 8.4 centimeter. Please have a look and let me know if there's any doubt, any question, any concern. So we can resolve it now. ठीक है जी. So बस एक बार आप last time calculator में put करें तो better रहेगा. This is not the finish of the question. What we have to understand, sir, कि this y, we have got the y value. We will be using it in the Pythagoras theorem ratio triangle triangle. So we have angle in front of the angle is the opposite sign, and this is the adjacent. So it will be, sir, tan theta that we have to apply. So tan theta is sorry, tan x angle is equals to opposite divided by the adjacent. Opposite divided by the adjacent. So it will be tan x is equals to tan inverse of y divided by 5. What is the y measurement? 8.4. Just replace y with 8.4 divided by 5. So x is equals to tan inverse of 8.4 divided by 5. Okay. So that will be x is equals to 59.237, 59.237. So we can work it out to one decimal place. That will be 59.2. That should be the x degrees angle. Okay, is everyone getting it? Falling? Any problems, any questions, students? Let me know. सही है. So we got the answer as 59.2 degrees. That will be correct and you should put it here. This is worth 5 marks. So as you can see, the 5 marks will be achieved using the objective of, you have to get the 5 marks. So that will be achieved. 3 marks for the cosine rule. Okay. 3 marks for the cosine rule application. Okay, whether you have applied correctly cosine rule, and 2 marks for the trigonometry application. Is everyone getting it? 3 marks for the cosine rule and 2 marks. This is how for the trigonometric ratio application. Is everyone getting it? Following? People got this clear, students? Understood? Sorry. Which we just have, which part you didn't get? It's just have to apply the cosine rule. Okay, to get the measurement of this common line first. You have to get the common line first because we have to find the value of x. This is a non-right angle triangle. The black one is a non-right angle triangle. I will have to apply the cosine rule because in front of the angle, it's the, we can't, if you apply cost, the problem will be cost means adjacent over hypotenuse. You need this measurement, right? हाँ बिल्कुल आंसर will be incorrect because आस adjacent तो है but hypotenuse नहीं है ना. You have only opposite and adjacent available. Opposite over adjacent is tan. That leaves you only with, like, nobody can apply sine or cosine cos here because it's only solvable through tan theta. Understanding, it's only solvable through tan theta. So let me repeat. What we have to do is basically get the common line, because the measurement available, get the value of x. I mentioned that in order to find the angle or measurement using SOHCAHTOA, we need one angle and one measurement. So measurement is available, but no other measurement was available. So we have to get the measurement available from the black triangle That's why we found out the common line using cosine rule. We applied all the whole cosine rule. We got the measurement, and then we'll have a look at the right angle triangle. Once we look at the right angle triangle, it's tan we have to apply, and we got the answer for that. Clear, understood, got it? Clear, you got it? And any, so yes, that's what we have to apply. Okay, all of these past paper questions, so you guys can get better at it, and then we add more concepts as well. So let's do a couple of past paper questions for this. Just give me a minute. Yes. So let's have a look at the past paper questions. Please let me know if the screen sharing is shared, right? Everyone can follow, right? Getting it? Yes. Let's have a look at this question. Uh, 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 which understand better and everything. And we can add one more concept with this understanding as well while revising for everything as well. So please have a look at the diagram and then I'll start solving as well. Okay, students. Okay. So what happens with this question is the diagram shows a quadrilateral ABCD made from the two triangles, which is ABD and BCD. So two shapes are there. So we have got ABD is one triangle and the other triangle is the BCD. So what we have to do, the first part says that we have to show that BD is 16.9 meter, correct to BD is basically 16.9 meter, correct to one decimal place for 3 marks. Okay, so BD is 16.9 meter, correct to one decimal place for 3 marks. So that is basically we have to get BD, which makes it that we have to take help from this triangle. We have to take this triangle, ABD triangle, and get the answer. Okay, so that will be cos 57. We have to apply the cosine rule because that's the only possibility because one angle is available and two adjacent measurements available. So we have to apply the cosine rule. So cos 57, adjacent sides to be added minus the opposite side to be subtracted. Okay, so that will be 2 times of 16 times of 19. It will be this way. Okay, so 2 times of 16 times of 19 is 608 times of cos 57 degrees is equals to 16 square plus 19 square. This is coming 617 minus the BD square. Please let me know if anyone have a doubt. It's just we have to apply the cosine rule to get the measurement. So we got BD square is equals to 617 minus 608 cos 57 degrees. And then you put the square root on both sides to get the BD measurement to prove that this is coming correct. So that will be square root of 617 minus 608 cos 57 degrees. That is BD is equals to 16.9, coming exactly same, 16.9 meters, and the answer is correct as well. Everyone got it clear, understood, people following? Clear? Any questions, any concerns? BD will be equals to 16.9 meters, and we have got the first 3 marks. Is it clear, understood, got it? Okay. So we got BD is equals to 16.9 meter, correct to one decimal place that we have got. Then we have to calculate angle CBD. So the part B is application revision of the sine rule. We have to get sir angle CBD. So angle CBD is this angle, please understand. We have to get this angle, sir, which is angle CBD. How we can find it? It's basically we have to work it out. Can we apply the sine rule? We can apply that this was worth 4 marks. 70 also remember the technique is कि अगर एक बार cosine apply हो गया तो the next time sine rule के chances high हो जाएंगे because examiner wants to test everything. So we have the angle in front of the side is available. This one is an easy level question, easy medium level question. So angle in front of the side is available. We also now have got this angle as well, which is 16.9. So I think in front of this will be this angle. So you can easily find out this angle first. Let's call it angle X, okay? So we or angle C, okay? We can first find out angle C first. And because the sine rule can be applied here, so you can say sine angle C divided by 16.9 is equals to sine 75 degrees divided by 32. So once we applied that, that will be, sir, 32 times of sine 32 times of sine C, 16.9 sine times of 75 degrees. So sine C will be equals to 16.9 sine 75 divided by 32. Okay, 16.9 sine 75 divided by 32. That will be the case. Okay, sine C. So we got the angle C first. Okay, C will be sine inverse of the whole answer. First, we do sine inverse of the whole answer. That will give us C degrees. Okay, sine inverse of the 16.9 sine 75 divided by 32. So that should be 30.67 coming. So the angle is coming 30.67 degrees. Okay. And since we have to find angle B, so you can tell the examiner we subtract angle B will be equals to 180 minus 75 degrees and minus your angle 30.67246. Whatever the answer comes, just round off to one decimal place. Okay, whatever the answer comes, just round it off to one decimal place. That is coming 74.3 degrees. Okay, that will be angle CBD, which we have achieved. Is everyone getting it? Following understood, students? So 4 marks. How this 3 marks is all about correct application of the cosine rule. All 3 marks will be for correct application. Here we will be 1 mark for 74.3, 1 mark for 30.67, and 2 marks for the application of sine rule. The best part is the answers are available. Let's check question number 8, part A and B. A तो हमने solve कर लिया. A was 16.9, B is 74.30. So it's 100% absolutely correct. Okay. Is everyone got it? So 74.30 is correct. This is just a revision from a past paper question of May, June 2021, paper 42. Past paper revision, how to apply cos, how sine cos questions can come, starting off with an easy medium level of questions. Is people getting it clear? Understood, students following? Getting it? Any questions, any concerns? Let me know if everyone falling clear on that. ठीक है जी, सही है. Then we have to find the area of the quadrilateral, so it's not difficult as well. The area of the quadrilateral will be, so we have to find the area of the quadrilateral ABCD. So it will be the area of the quadrilateral way. Again, these are non-right angle triangles. So we can find out first the area of triangle ABD. Two spaces we have to do. Area of the triangle, sir, ABD will be half times of the base, half times of, sorry, the adjacent sides, 19 meters and 16 meters, 19 meters and 16 meters. So that will be, sir, 19 multiplied by 16 multiplied by sine 19 meters multiplied by 16 meters times of sine 57 degrees. Okay, that is one answer will be coming for that. Half multiplied by 19, that is one area. And the other area will be area of the triangle BCD. You have to make sure choose the correct sides. So which measurements we have? We have 16.9 and 32. Make sure do smart work. Half into, sir, 16.9 into 32 multiply by whatever the angle B was, which is 7 sine 74.3. That is basically what the understanding will be. Is everyone getting it falling? So please just get both the angles, okay? Just put everything inside together one time. Just put both of them together in the calculator together, and you will get the final area. Total area you will get, sir. Total area of the quadrilateral will be. I'll put both of them together in the calculator. One answer, so I can easily round it off, and that will be helping me as well. 0.5 times of 19 times of 16 times of sine 57, and that will be plus we got 0.5 times of 16.9 times of 32 times of sine 74.3. So that should be coming 387.789. So that will be 387.8 meter cube. Okay, so it will be 387.8 meter cube. That will be the answer that we have. Is everyone getting it? Falling students clear? People got it? So rounded off to one decimal place, 387.8 meters square, that should be the answer. 387.7 to 387.9. Okay, if someone writes 387.7, 387.8, and 387.9, so it will be correct. Okay, got the point clear? Understood? Clear, understood, got it, people following? So yeah, please have a look if this is clear. Okay, hope everyone got it, and this should be clear, right? Is everyone understanding, getting it? Any questions, any concerns? Yes, yes. आहादी वो सिली मिस्टेक हुई थी. 260 की जगह 26 लिया था, वो कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक हो गई थी. ठीक है. तो after this we got, after concept number 6, let's talk about this one. Very less space available, so let's have a look. So make sure this is very important. Please copy it down together with me, which is last part. Concept number 7, how to get the shortest distance. Okay. So concept number 7, this is find the, मैंने this that's the reason I choose this question, ताकि ABC में revision हो जाए. Sine rule, cosine rule, area of the triangle का, and the part D was the main objective learning, new learning of the session. Find the shortest distance from B to AD. So just write down how you get the shortest distance. That's the concept that we are looking for. Okay, sir, we have to find the shortest distance from the point, and from the syllabus perspective as well. This is this point. Okay, know that a perpendicular, this one, point number 3, know that the, no. Bearing, we haven't done bearing, so I'll just let you know which question you have to skip. We'll do first bearing in detail, then solve. That's why I'm saying this worksheet is 80 to 85% solvable, not now, but time by time. Okay, but that's the best worksheet of doing all trigonometry, all hard level questions. But 50% of the worksheet you can solve by after this session. 50% you can easily solve. You just have to start solving and do each and every part. Whatever part you are not able to solve, keep it marked and we can discuss, or I'll solve myself so you can check your answers and working. Know that the perpendicular distance from a point to a line is the shortest distance to the line. So this is point number 3 that we are talking. So what the examiner says, please follow carefully. We have to find the shortest distance. We have to find the shortest distance from point B to AD. Please follow carefully. Sir, shortest distance from point B to AD. I'll go to the diagram. Sorry, I have to remove this all thing to understand you better, please, everyone. Shortest distance from point B. Everyone can see shortest distance from point B to the line AD. Everyone can see shortest distance from point B to the line AD. AD line is this, right? Highlighted AD line is this thing. So please understand, let's take a ruler. You take a ruler and let me know which will be the shortest distance. Do you think you start from B point, BA is the shortest distance? No, right, students? BA cannot be the short. Please see, ये मेरा ruler है. The best part of this, see, this, ये पूरा मैंने आपको measurement, there is BD measurement going on. You have to tell me the shortest measurement that's possible. So always remember the shortest distance comes as the perpendicular height, which will make a 90-degree always. Let me repeat. No questions to be asked for the next 2, 3 minutes. First follow, then I'll give you time to ask any question. What you need to understand from the point B, and everywhere it will happen the same. Okay, if you understand one example, each and every question of the shortest distance you can do. Nothing difficult, nothing tricky at all. Nothing difficult, nothing tricky at all. Find the shortest distance from the point B to the line of AD. It will always be the perpendicular distance, which is also called wherever the graph will make 90-degree with the line of AD. Okay. Wherever the diagram, I'm saying graph, apologies, wherever the diagram will make 90-degree, wherever the diagram will make a 90-degree with the line, that will be our shortest distance. So we have to find, sir, B to the shortest distance. Let's call it here X meters. Okay. Let's call this X measurement. Let's call this X measurement from here to here. And you have to get this measurement. Let's put it a question mark. You have to get this measurement. Let's call this X. As I always say, it's a 90-degree. You just need one angle. Be careful, be smart about it. One angle and one measurement. The angle is available. This is the triangle you can work off easily with. Please follow in the orange color. This is the triangle you can easily work out with. 16 meter is the one measurement. 57 is the angle available. That is what the concept number 7 is. Kedar, you have to get the shortest distance. That is what we have understanding here. Yahi solve ho jayega. Worth for 3 marks. Okay, you can say it will be, sir, opposite. In front of the angle is the opposite side. In front of the 90 degrees is the hypotenuse. So you say, sir, sine 57 degrees opposite, which you have to find, shortest distance, divided by the hypotenuse, which is basically the measurement of AB, which is 16 meters. So the answer is X is equals to 16 times of sine 57. 2 marks for applying the trigonometric ratio and 1 mark for the final correct answer, which is 1 decimal place. 13.4 meter will be the answer. That is the shortest distance from the point B to the AD. Is everyone got this concept clear? People following? Understood? Any questions, please let me know. Any questions, please? Any questions, please let me know, students. Anyone? Sorry, I didn't see the chat. Anyone have a question? Please ask now. 13.4, question number 8, part D should be 13.4. It's correct as well. Is everyone got it clear following? Any concern, any problem, anyone? That is concept number 7 that you should be remembering, which is 16 times of sine 57 degrees. Is everyone clear? Understood? Got it? ठीक है जी. So we have got how to get the shortest distance is from a point. We will do a couple of more questions to understand this better. Okay. So let's add another concept, okay, to understand this better, okay. One more thing, okay, to add up. Just give me one. So this is very important to understand as well. Please have a look at the diagram, okay, students. The diagram shows a cuboid, okay. The diagram shows basically a cuboid A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and we have to apply. This is called a 3D shape, okay, which is basically the next concept, which is concept number. So make sure we'll practice more on shortest distance as well as we go to more questions. What I'm trying to convey is that so that you can start at least practicing questions. Majority of the questions are basically sine rule, cosine rule. You can see sine rule and cosine rule to be applied. Calculate the shortest distance from C to BD. So you'll apply this again. So just make sure try to practice as many as possible from the PDF with the new will be incorporated since we have done code number six as step number seven. Concept number eight is just to give an overview of it, just to think about it, and then we continue forward on this in the next one as well, which is basically 3D trigonometry. Okay, how to get the measurements of 3D trigonometry, which is basically because all of them comes together combined. So it's a hint towards this thing. It's a hint towards the 6.4, which is 100% going to come in the exam because this is recently added in the syllabus, and every time they are testing this, okay, every time they are testing this. So hope everyone will follow and at least get some portion of it, okay. So let's have a look. There are two parts, A and B. Let's try to understand this 7 mark question, okay. So this is the diagram shows a cuboid, which is, just read carefully, follow a cuboid ABCD. We'll do slow A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So this is a cuboid, and we have some measurements available. Let's mark them with different colors. So we have, sir, CG as 6 centimeters. Everyone getting it? So CG is basically 6 centimeter. We have got, sir, AG as 24 centimeters. So you have got AG as 24 centimeter, and AB will be equals to 2 times of BC. So whatever the BC measurement will be, AB will be 2 times of it. Is everyone getting it? Whatever the BC measurement will be, AB will be 2 times of it. Is everyone getting it, students? Following? People got it? So we have to calculate AB measurement, which is worth 4 marks. So always remember with this concept, actually, I'll also mention the hint whenever shortest distance come na, it's always SOCA 2. Okay, you have to apply SOCA 2 only. उसके अलावा नहीं होता. 99% of the time you have to apply SOCA 2. That's the hint as well for shortest distance. And similarly for concept number 8 as well, 3D trigonometry shapes or 3D working out, you always have to apply Pythagoras theorem. You have to apply Pythagoras theorem, and if for the measurements you will apply Pythagoras theorem, and for measurements apply Pythagoras theorem, and for the angles just apply SOHCAHTOA. Okay, for angles you have to apply SOHCAHTOA. That's sine cos 10 ratios for the angles finding out. Is everyone getting it? So this is what the question is all about as well. Okay, you have to think about imaginary lines here. Please understand. Forget about the question requirement. If you look at the red line and if you look at the blue line, what measurement you can find out? Is everyone there with me? Just forget about the question requirement ke kya find out karna hai. Think from this perspective. The red line is there. and the blue line is there. What you have to find out from this measurement, you can find out from this measurement, is the green line, which is basically the AC measurement. Am I right? Or am I right? Everyone got it? Because this is a cuboid, a rectangle, all of them are basically right angles. A cuboid is a rectangle also. The base is a rectangle. So all of them will be 90-degree. Whenever a 90-degree triangle can be formed, as you can see, red, blue, and green will all make a right angle triangle. Is everyone getting it? Red, blue, and green lines will make a right angle triangle, or if just understand, always they make a right angle triangle. So sir, we can find AC measurement first, and then we can look out something later. Okay, what's the requirement next? So it will be, the hypotenuse will be AG square is equals to, let's write it a different color, AG square is equals to AC square plus the GC square. So that is what we have to apply. AG square will be equals to AC square plus GC square. So that is 24 square is equals to AC square we are finding, plus GC square 6 square. Pythagoras theorem to be applied, sir. 24 square minus 6 square is equals to AC square. AC will come out as, students, if you are understanding, it will come out as this measurement, which is square root of 24 square minus 6 square, which is 6 square root of 15. Using the calculator, AC comes out as 6 square root of 15. People got it? Or best part is, for yeah, sorry, do the smart work. We will need it later as well. Just do it. What is AC square coming? Don't do the square root on it. Just keep it as it is. What is AC square coming? We are getting it as 540. Is everyone getting it? We are getting AC square as 540. Do the smart work. Okay, sir, we have got AC as 540 square. You can leave it as it is. Okay, the AC square is 540 square. Now coming to the major requirement, sir, we have to calculate AB. You have to understand, okay, then there is another right angle triangle being formed, which is, sir, in this way, we have A, we have A, B, and C. So that is a right angle triangle, A, B, and C, which will be, sir, AC is already 540 square. The examiner says that whatever, this is AC. The examiner told us, okay, whatever BC is, let's call it BC as X centimeter. So AB will be 2 times of X. Does everyone agree? Whatever BC is, अगर BC X होगा, जी जी AB find out करें ना, आप AB find out करें, whatever BC is, पहले ए सी फाइंड आउट करेंगे तभी ए बी फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं। आई रिपीट, पहले हम ए सी फाइंड आउट करेंगे तभी, पहले हम ए सी बी सी फाइंड आउट करेंगे तभी जाके हम, सॉरी, हम पहले ए सी फाइंड आउट करेंगे, देन ओनली वी कैन फाइंड आउट द ए बी। दैट इज व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, कि बी सी इज एक्स सेंटीमीटर, सो ए बी विल बी 2 टाइम्स ऑफ एक्स। अंडरस्टूड? क्लियर हो गई बात? सो दैट इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, दैट इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, ये x होगा, दिस विल बी 2x सर, और दिस विल बी स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 540, मतलब कि 540 लिख सकते हैं, तो इट शुड बी कि ए सी स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू ए बी स्क्वायर, पाइथागोरस थ्योरम टू बी अप्लाइड अगेन। In this time, we can just copy paste AC square will be 540, sir, is equals to 2 times of x to the power of whole square plus x to the power of square. You solve this and you would get the AB square answer, which is 4x square plus x square. So we got, sir, 5x square. 540 is equals to 540. You got 540 divided by 5 is equals to x, students. And that should be 108. So 108 divided by x square. Whatever the x value comes after doing the square root, it is coming 6 square root 3. AB will be 2 times of x. As we have mentioned, AB is 2 times of x. So AB will be 2 times of 6 square root of 3, which makes it, AB is basically 12 square root of 3 centimeter. Is everyone getting it? Okay, AB will So AB will be 12 square root 3, students. Yes, को decimal कर लें. That should be 20.1 decimal place, 20.8 भी लिख सकते हैं, और 12 square. This is question number There's how we solve it. ठीक है, यहाँ से हम इसको और further questions भी करेंगे. 20.8 decimal में लिखा हुआ हमने 20.8. So that will be the answer. Okay, how do you get these type of questions solved? AB is 12 square root 3. Decimal में लिख देगा, बेहतर है, square root में नहीं चलता जब तक वो कहे नहीं. So that will be the case. Is everyone got it clear, students? Following people got any questions, any concerns? Clear? So AB will be 12 square root 3 or 20.8 measurement. Please have a look. AB is 2 times of x. तो हमने वापस Pythagoras apply करा. 4 marks application is 2 marks for getting the value, 1 mark for getting the AC value, 1 mark for 2 marks for applying the formula, and 1 mark for getting the final answer as 20.8. Okay. So we'll continue from here. Hope everyone got it something at least. Make sure you start practicing now only, and then we'll just add up more things. For example, how to calculate the angle between the AG and the base ABCD. That's the same, comes under the same concept number. It comes under the same, which is concept number 8. So we'll practice more on it, but make sure 60% of the questions, I'll just quickly show you. These type of diagrams are all about sine rule, cosine rule, area of the triangle, calculate the shortest distance. यही ज्यादातर होगा, तो आप solve कर लें. Question number 1 starts with also sine rule, cosine rule, area of the triangle. Some of the questions will apply only Pythagoras. Whenever 90-degree comes in, this is also a 3D shape. You try to put Pythagoras theorem, SOHCAHTOA, make sure answers. The best thing about these questions are whenever show that and prove that as coming, you already know the answer, so you can start with these questions as well. Try to get shortest distance, angle. I have already shared on the group. I have already shared before at the start of class. Make sure do maximum questions. We have to reach question number 26. Okay. The last question will be is on this PDF is question number 26. We have to reach that. You have to do majority of them. I'll do some of them and then check the answers, and then this topic will finish. By next 2 or 3 sessions, we do more classes on that, and then